Welcome back, everyone. This week we're at the Horseshoe tract up in Scorra. This is just north of Barry. It's not that far at all, probably about 20 minutes from the north of Barry, and it is definitely one of the most popular places to ride. But actually, I think today it was about 38 degrees. Including humidity, so it actually really wasn't that busy because it's so bloody hot.
Yeah, and by that logic, there's a Steve who's not actually brought the front wheel down yet.
Yeah, shit, talking about parallel dimensions. Speaking of parallel dimensions, I've got a new Midwest mountain lever for my clutch. They say that it's supposed to like reduce the clutch pull weight by like 60%, but I somewhat doubt that. It feels more like 30, maybe 40% lighter. So I've been testing that out today. It really was super easy to install. Took like 20 minutes, and half of that was just warming the bike up because you're supposed to do it whilst the bike's warm. So it was super simple. Like someone who is an idiot like me could do it. No troubles whatsoever. Got a little bit lost here. I thought we were following a trail, and then the next thing you know, it just ends, and it's just okay.
Yeah,
weird.
There's nothing up there, it's dead end. Enduro or hard enduro? Of course, Chris. Of course.
So even though it was really hot today, the conditions were like perfect. I think it rained again the day before or the days before, so there wasn't much dust, and
You alright, Steven?
yeah, great visibility. But Steven still managed to fucking hit something. There's like this big branch coming across the trail.
Just across the path? We should move it.
Actually, that's a bit unfair. I think he like tried to duck under it, and it sort of caught his backpack and whipped him off the bike. So it's actually kind of good. It didn't hurt him. A little sandy downhill, bit of fun. Oh yeah. Just gotta... Actually, this wasn't that bad at all, but usually you just have to just sit at the back, have the bike out in front of you, and just let it do its thing going down the hill. Like, I slowly tap the brakes, like pretending they're ABS, and that actually helps control. Like, super easy. So the Horseshoe tract is probably really popular because it has quite a bit of elevation compared to anywhere else in Simcoe, as far as I'm aware. It's got some nice hills up and down, and the trails are really flowy, so it's super nice in here, and like the dirt is literally perfect today.
So that Chris doesn't go, why is there a weird sound behind me or some shit like that?
This is why you don't follow people too bloody close. I almost crashed into him. A little like fuel thingy on the cap has popped off. I think it just like let some extra stuff pour out the top and let it go down and dribble into the frame. I'm not really sure what it's for, to be honest.
Just turn around.
So here is one very specific situation where the steering is not tight enough on the beta, but that's just like, yeah, whatever.
See, that was
so
a
rare.
turning circle problem. Oh boy, they look steep.
They're not. We get to some steep ones later.
After you, Steven? Which one are you doing?
I'll follow you on the one on the right. Like the middle.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna take it?
I will. I'll give it a go.
So, I haven't done very many hill climbs because there's not very many hills to practice on. And one of the bits of advice I started getting later was that obviously I should be using less throttle and it's all about the clutch. But at this stage, I haven't really thought about this, so I'm basically just like modulating the throttle a lot more than I need it to be, and it's not as smooth or as good as it could be.
I did it! Whoop, 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 whoop. I almost stalled out. I didn't fucking make it. Damn it. No, I made it. I just didn't make it in one go. Balance down. Yeah. Same again, man. God, the luggability is fucking insane. Ah, fuck. Oh, damn it. Didn't make it!
So I practiced that like 5 or 6 times, just a few clips of it. I didn't do too many other repeats, but just for the video, but you get the gist. And eventually, like, whatever, I felt. I was trying the steeper and steeper and steeper bit of that one part until I fucked up. But this is still the point where I hadn't quite realised to just use more throttle and as a constant and use the clutch to modulate the power. It's just something I wasn't thinking about doing properly.
It's fine. Gets a bit stiff at the top, but whatever.
So everyone makes it up, apart from Stephen, and he decides to give it a few too many beans.
Back down you go. Start a game before you dig a trench. Oh no. Holy fuck!
Let's have a look again in slow-mo. So these are the steeper hills. Going down, not a problem. Actually, I don't think I've ever been freaked out going down a hill, so I guess I've never hit anything truly steep downwards yet. But coming up,
Oh jeez, how the fuck do we get up there? Oh, there's safe areas.
Well, that doesn't bode well for me. Fuck it, let's give it a go.
First gear. You got this, Luke. Keep going. Easy. Oh, fucking easy. Easy peasy.
Where's Big Rodeo?
Gave it a second blast. Thought, let's see if I can do it without putting my foot down. I don't think I put my foot down the first time. But as you can see, the second time I put my foot down. Oh well, almost, but not quite. So this side is steeper, and I guess Lucas wanted to try and see if he can make it up this side.
Yeah, nice.
Doing a bit of wheelie practice. I could do it here, fine. Like little slow ones in this nice, perfect condition area. But as I discover at other places, can't quite so reliably do them. Yeah, you'll see it in the video in the future.
Oh, I'm warm now. What? What are you doing? Just drive it!
No matter how long your legs are, they're never going to reach, never, ever going to reach that far. So, to finish up, I think I really enjoyed this new lever. It's got a slightly wider profile, and having listened to the reviews from like the enduro cross-training guys and having played with it on Lucas's bike, I was a lot more confident in buying it. Even though they say it's further out, it wasn't too big of a concern, and I have tiny little hands. I wear like small gloves and stuff like that. So, by the end of the day, my hands were fine, my forearms weren't pumped, my fingers weren't sore, I wasn't blistering. I haven't shown much of it in this video, but we did quite a lot of single trail. We rode for probably like 4 or 5 hours in the heat today, and my hand was totally fine. My fingers were fine. I basically stayed on one finger clutch the whole day. So yeah, very impressed with that lever.
I dabbed at the top. So fucking gutted. So shit. I'm just gonna sell my bike.
Yeah, me being shit is probably going to be a running theme for a few years. So yeah, that'll be it for this week. See ya.